Welcome to our video on the digestive system. We're going to break down the key information and help you absorb it. The digestive system has the job of taking in food, breaking it down, and removing or excreting wastes. It is made up of the digestive tract and accessory organs. The digestive tract includes the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small and large intestine, the anus, and accessory organs include the liver, pancreas, and gallbladder. Pause the video and take a moment to label the digestive system on your note template page. Here are two examples of a digestive tract, which is very simply a long tube with two openings. One opening for food intake and one opening for waste removal. Along the way, food is broken down and digested by various organs, and then ultimately the nutrients that our body needs to perform life functions are absorbed. As we learned when we discussed the hierarchy of living things, the digestive system is made up of organs, tissues, and cells. Specifically, the digestive tract is lined with epithelial tissue. Goblet cells secrete mucus that protect the tube from the enzymes that are going to break down food. It also allows the materials to pass through smoothly, kind of like water in a water slide. The digestive system also includes connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nerves that help push food through and help also give us the feeling of being full. Digestion begins in the mouth. Food is broken down mechanically and chemically. Mechanical digestion is when we work food over like a machine. Our teeth and tongue are examples of mechanical digestion. Chemical digestion is when food is broken down with juices and enzymes that help work the food molecule over. In our mouth, saliva is an example of chemical digestion. Once the food is broken up and softened by the saliva, it's ready to be swallowed and passed to the esophagus. The esophagus is a muscular tube that connects your mouth to your stomach. Smooth muscle tissue contracts and relaxes without conscious thought to move food along. You can, if you need to, eat upside down. If you're in outer space, gravity is not necessary to move food along because of the muscular contractions called peristalsis. The whole process is controlled by nerve tissue. Up next is the stomach. The stomach holds food and churns it. The stomach lining contains cells that produce digestive enzymes and acids. This mixture includes hydrochloric acid, pepsin, and water. At the same time, smooth muscle tissue contracts to mix the stomach contents. Nerve tissue lets us know when we're full. Passing from the stomach, the food is going to move along the digestive tract into the intestine. The intestine primarily connects the stomach to the anus. It has cells that produce mucus and smooth muscle that contracts and relax to push the food through, again without conscious thought. The small intestine is about 6 meters long and is very narrow and skinny. Most digestion, or the breaking down of food, occurs here. Goblet cells release mucus, and nutrients diffuse into the bloodstream. The large intestine comes next. It's about 1.5 meters long and wider. It absorbs water from the indigestible food to prevent dehydration. Take a moment to think about why the small intestine, if it's 6 meters long, is called small, and the large intestine at 1.5 meters is called large. The function of the large intestine is to excrete feces from the anus. Along the way, accessory organs play key roles in the digestion of food. The liver produces digestive enzymes and bile that helps break down fat. Bile is stored by the gallbladder, the green thumb that you see tucked in behind the liver, the largest internal organ. Also secreting juices is the pancreas. It produces an enzyme called insulin, which regulates glucose in the blood. Unfortunately, there are health conditions and diseases that can have a negative impact on our digestive system. Those include colitis, when the epithelial tissue of the colon becomes inflamed and stops working properly, causing discomfort. This can be caused by viruses or bacteria. Crohn's disease is an ongoing condition where the digestive tract is inflamed. Ulcers, once thought to be caused by stress or certain foods, are now caused by bacteria. These result in a sore in the lining of the stomach or small intestine. Other conditions or diseases include irritable bowel syndrome, a common chronic disorder that involves problem with how the bowel moves contents through our intestines, and sensitivity, how the brain interprets the sensations in the bowel. Those who have IBS may experience recurrent abdominal pain and irregular bowel patterns. Gallstones occur when stones or lumps that develop in the gallbladder or bile duct harden. It can become very painful as they're passed. Celiac disease is a lifelong medical condition in which the absorptive surface of the small intestine is damaged by a substance called gluten, a protein found in wheat, rye, and barley. This requires careful monitoring of our diet. Colon cancer and esophageal cancer are some of the cancers that some of you researched during our cell unit and cancer research study. Colon cancer is a disease where cancerous cells are present in the wall of the large intestine. It can be caused by a mix of genetic and environmental factors. Esophageal cancer is a cancer that forms in the tissue lining of the esophagus. As many cancers, it has been tied to smoking, excessive drinking, heartburn, and possibly hazardous chemicals and inhalants. This concludes our video on the digestive system. Make sure to check your notes against the resource binder in the classroom for accuracy.